Okay, so today I'm going to show you and everyone else how to get mod packs like this one onto your computer in case you don't happen to know how. So first off, let's shrink this down just for conveniency. This is Curseforge. If you don't have this, you're going to need it for every form of like a modded server. Of course, ours is server pack. This is ours, and I'm going to give this one to you, but I'm going to show you what you need to do first. So first off, like any normal, when you go to get something like Curseforge, you'll need to go here to your web browser on your computer. Now, of course, this is only going to work on Windows, so keep that in mind. Now, then we're going to go to Curseforge. We're going to search that up. You don't need that bit, but that's just what was in the recommendation, so we could get here faster. Next, we can go to here, and then click on this. Now, there's going to be a little button here called the Curseforge app. Now, keep in mind, this is what you're going to need to do in order to get any of that. You're going to want to click get the Curseforge app, and it'll immediately download. You're going to want to click, you can choose between the two. You can download on Overwolf, which will download that and Curseforge both at the same time, or if you want just Curseforge, you can download that. Now, of course, there will be a menu that will pop up and downloads the file. It'll download the file straight to your computer. It will appear up here. Since I already have it, we're not going to go through that. Well, actually, let's go ahead and go through this just for the moment of the tutorial. Now you're going to go through here, and once the installer is done, it'll download this. This is all it really needs, so that way it can open up the rest of the Curseforge. Now, once that's done, you'll be able to open the file and open up the installer, and then you'll have Curseforge. But as you see, I clicked open file, and this is going to show you pretty much everything you need whenever it loads. I might have to click it again. Hang on. There it goes. Now, click here. We're going to click this, and this is what the Windows installer looks like. Now, I accidentally opened two, so we only need one. We only need one open. Exit. Once that's done, you can click continue. You can click next. Select the path you want it to go to, of course. I'll show you the path it will go to. That's just my name. And there you go. You have to click this, click next, and you'll go from there. It'll download Curseforge. We're going to exit that, and we're going to delete that. Now, of course, we're going to close our browser. Now we're going to go to Curseforge once it's installed. And when you receive a pack code or you want to create yours, you can either click create. You can create, give it a name, select your version of Minecraft, what game type you want to use, and then it'll give you a mod loader version. And if you're technically inclined, it'll show you that. Also, there will be a menu before this that shows if you want to select your own path or you want to have Curseforge do it automatically. I recommend you let Curseforge do it automatically unless you're technically inclined. Technology inclined, I should say. Sorry. And then you're going to click create. Make your mod pack as you wish. Or if you're getting a mod pack from a friend, you're also going to click import. You can choose to import a zip file, which is I have no idea how to do, so I will eventually learn that and make you a tutorial on that one. But also, you can also click and use profile code. These are only for 7 days, so you're gonna have to have your friend use them, give them to you for the next within that 7 days of them creating it. Once then, you're going to click in the code, type it in, click import, and then it'll download the mod pack up from them straight there. Now, keep in mind, this is only for Curseforge. I also would recommend personally, when it goes to Minecraft, you use the Curseforge launcher. Ugh, God. Sorry. You use the Curseforge launcher. You go down here, you can select which one you want to use. You can use the Mojang launcher, or you can skip the launcher with Curseforge. I recommend using this as it makes it a hell of a lot easier. You can also allocate your own amount of memory depending on how much you have. The Java versions you want, if you know how to do that, and other things, along with you can choose the game dashboard and have all these other options available to you whenever you wish. Now, keep in mind this is only for certain things, so don't be surprised when something doesn't work on any version lower than 1.12. That is, these versions only work till 1.12 and above, so these settings won't really matter if you're doing anything like beta. But nonetheless, let's just create a mod pack for example though. We'll just give it, type a bunch of random letters, and just for a better release we'll just do 1.21. It'll automatically choose a version. It won't choose the latest, but it'll choose the most amount of mods. There you go. This is the latest version of the Curseforge mod loader. You can choose everything between Forge, Fabric, Quilt, NeoForge, and Vanilla. Vanilla only I won't recommend if you're trying to do a mod pack, but let's just work with Forge. You'll click create and go from there. Once it's done installing all of them, installing the things you need, you can click this button right here, add content, and then of course go to here. Then you can download every mod that you need, the mods that you want, need, and if you know how all of them work, there you go. You can also make your own series off of this. Now we're going to click delete profile because we don't need that on our computer. Now of course you see this is a package here for a server I'm in, for a latest server. Mod loader is Fabric, which I recommend a little bit better than Forge in my own personal opinion. It has less lag. Now this is the latest version, but it's still the same, just not every mod is available for Fabric like it is for Forge. Most mods are available for Forge, but very few of them are available for Fabric. So when you do see that, when you see a mod online that you really want, you gotta check to see if it's for one of these four types, either Forge, Fabric, Quilt, NeoForge, or none of these. If not any of these, and it's a one that's custom, then I will recommend that you try and import the pack. Now of course, let's say you want to just download a pack, right? You can click browse. Once everything loads in, you can just select the pack that you want to download, and you can play it from there, as long as your computer can handle it. Keep in mind, I won't recommend mod packs that your computers won't handle. Mine's not exactly the best, so I wouldn't play something like Homestead or anything that uses shaders. I would recommend building your own if you're very inclined to do that. But nonetheless, that is just that. But you'll have your own mod packs. Every mod pack that you either make or download will appear here. You can put in your Minecraft. You can sign into your Microsoft account. Oh god, the stutter is unreal. You can sign into your Microsoft account, add it here, and go from there. So that way you can always have your thing, so you don't have to do the Minecraft launcher, but it is only just in case you want to. Anyway, that's been me. I hope you enjoyed this small little tutorial, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. This has been Paradox Pioneer 75.